Hey guys, what's up? Quick follow up to a post that I made earlier today. Just a simple what if, Jesus was asking for you to give it all right now? Well, what if he's not asking for you, to wait until you're ready? And I wanted to give a quick backstory to kind of where that came from. One time I was in prayer and the Lord said to me, what if, just like the story of the rich young ruler, I came into your life in a moment and said, give me everything you have in your bank account, every dollar, every penny. And I was like, well, wait a minute though, God, the story of the rich young ruler, that was just for him, right? That wasn't for everybody, he was dealing with that. I'm not. And God said, well, throw all that aside, throw all your theology and the sermons you've heard about it aside, and simply answer me like, what if? What if I asked you to do that right now? Would you give me every single penny that you had in your bank account and do with it whatever I told you to do? I told that guy just to give it to homeless people. Would you do that if I told you to do that? And it wrecked me. And so I said, okay, God, yes, I will. I remember I was crying in that moment, just pouring my heart out to God. I said, yes, I will, I will, I will. So the Lord said, okay, I'm gonna hold you to that. So I empty everything out of my bank account, get all the cash that I have, and I'm waiting, but I'm not hearing God say what I'm supposed to do with it. Am I supposed to give it, to the church that I go to? Am I supposed to pass it on or whatever? I don't hear what I'm supposed to do with it. And a week goes by and I'm in a church service and I actually have the cash in my pocket. And I've decided that I'm just going to go ahead and spend it because I'm not hearing anything from God on it. We were going to buy a sofa, a piece of furniture. And it was right then that God said, now. And so I'm sitting in this church service. There's all these people around and God says now. And so I'm like, okay, right now, what do you want me to do? Do you just drop it in the offering plate? And the Lord said, no, I'm going to show you people that I want you to give it to. Okay. So this was crazy. So then right then the Lord started dropping people that were in the congregation that were standing around me into my mind. So a name, boom, give $50 to this person, because we had it broken up into 50s, okay? Give $50 to this person. So that first person, I was like, well, man, that's super weird because I know where they sit and they sit in the middle of an aisle and I'm never going to be able to get to them. It'd be awkward me walking, through the aisle, trying to get to them and give this $50 bill. And then as I said that, I opened my eyes, I look over and there's this dude standing at the altar. He had gotten out of his seat and he was standing at the altar all by himself. No one else was there. Wild. And so I got out of my seat. I went up. I gave him the $50. I said, listen, the Lord wanted me to give this to you. He sees you. He's going to take care of you. This guy started weeping because he had been praying for confirmation for something. And it was, boom, God was speaking to him through that. And it went like that all the money that I had, person to person to person, and every single person, there was a specific thing they were praying for that they needed reassurance or that exact amount or whatever from God for that day. So here's my encouragement to you. So oftentimes we miss out on the miracles God wants to do in our life because we say, well, I'm not there yet. I'm not ready yet. Okay, there's one. And then another one is, we don't understand how God wants us to do it or who God wants us to do it, or we want to have control over how or who God wants us to do it. Because we're it doesn't make sense. It didn't make any sense for Jesus to tell that rich young ruler to just sell everything he had and give it to the poor. Where's the return on investment there? Where's the stewardship there? Come on, Jesus. But it wasn't about that. It was about what Jesus was trying to teach him. So sometimes we forget that. Okay. And I want to encourage you, no matter when, no matter where, to throw out all the whatever excuses and just do it. I love you. God bless you. Bye.